Shall we start now, ma'am?
Yes, Ashish, I'm ready. I'm ready. We can start.
Hello, everyone. Present here virtually. I'm Sakshi here, and I will welcome you for today's session, which is titled as How to Integrate LR with Mendeley. And presenting this session, we have with us our today's expert, Mugneshwari Sahadevan. Mugneshwari Sahadevan, ma'am, is a assistant principal at a INC's Bank Deccan UUM, which leads student activities and programmers. She received the Best Presented Award, International Conference or Krazia Management, Social Science and Technology 2019. Without wasting much time, I'm welcome to Miss Mugneshwari, ma'am. You may start now, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Okay. I think I will start my video. Okay. I think you all can see me. Okay. Okay. It is quite hard. Like we have this Indian name is quite long. Okay, you can call me Mugi, Dr. Mugi. Okay, I just want to add a little bit. Okay, about my introduction, and it was a really wonderful introduction by Sakshi. Okay, so currently I just completed my PhD last year at Durham University. Okay, and after my completion, I didn't join any university as a lecturer. So I just continue as a freelance researcher. It means I start to focus on research. Okay, and at that moment I got an opportunity to become as a Mendeley advisor, and I start to introduce about this Mendeley to the researchers, to the students. Okay, doesn't matter you're from a UG or you're from PG. Okay, you are a master's or PhD students, or even you are like a lecturer, you are still you can use the Mendeley. Okay, and currently I'm looking forward for the for some like few interviewers from the university to be as a part of them as a senior lecturer. Okay, so I hope cross my fingers to get a good news soon. Okay, but you may call me Mugi, or you want to call me Dr. Mugi, or you want to call me ma'am. Okay, anything that makes you comfortable. Okay, okay, if you want to call me sister, you may proceed with that. Okay, because I don't know how many of you are watching this live. Okay, I assume that we have quite a lot of them. Okay, so I just like want to stress about the key takeaway from for today's for today's webinar is you understand about the Mendeley and how to integrate that Mendeley into part of your literature review. Okay, as we know that literature review is one of the critical, we call like a backbone of the research. Okay, if you have a very good literature review, it means you have a very strong basement for your thesis. Okay, so I remember whenever we go for the research proposal, when we go for the for annual review, okay, when we go for the viva, the first thing which will be highlighted by the examiners will be about the literature review. They will ask about the what is the updated research that you have been read so far, and why you didn't included all those articles into your literature review. Okay, and literature review they have I as much as I can remember, there's like a 5 or 4 types of the literature review. They can write in the chronology. Okay, they can write down as a thematically. Okay, it means they take thematically. Okay, all of this style, okay, all of this style can be integrated into the Mendeley. Okay, you may must be heard about so many softwares nowadays. Okay, in the market. Okay, because I remember it's mostly from the research ref and write. Okay, for the references we have Zotero, we have EndNote. Okay, Mendeley is one of the reference management. Okay, for the for qualitative data analysis we have this Atlas-T, NVivo, okay, so on, which is the research work nowadays. Okay, yet we still we still have lacking of some knowledge how to integrate this software into our writing. Okay, initially Mendeley it was created for the reference management. Okay, reference management, it means I remember when I during my first year and review, it was around somewhere in 2016. Okay, I was kind of like scolded by the examiners because they called me as unprofessional because I missed a lot of the references. Okay, so before I go further with today's webinar, okay, I just want to like let all of the viewers let know our participants for today. The agenda for today will be like, what is the references, okay, what is the top mistakes that we did in the different while we're writing down reference into our thesis, okay, and then we will move to the Mendeley. Okay, I will show you what is the Mendeley. Okay, for those who are quite familiar with Mendeley, it's good. It kind of can refresh the knowledge that you have earlier in the Mendeley. For those who have no any idea what is Mendeley about, then this is a right opportunity for you to know about Mendeley. Okay, and then I will move to the how to take all this point and we can integrate into as a part of our literature review. Okay, so it will be like a two screen where one is will be shown from the Mendeley, and then I will open Words, Microsoft Words. Okay, and end of the session we will open for the question and question or answer session if we do have any questions, okay, from the participants. If we are, I don't know whether we can see questions from here. Maybe Sakshi will pass the questions to me. I think so because this is the first time, I'm being here. And thank you, Sakshi, for the team for giving me the opportunity to be part of the team, okay, for today. So without further delay, so I will start for today's presentation, okay, for the presentation for the Mendeley. Okay, okay. Before we get to know about before we get to know about what we call Mendeley, I just want to like stress a few, not few, it's like a top 4 mistakes which has been like highlighted by my examiners throughout when I'm doing my PhD. Okay, throughout I'm doing my PhD, I've been like I'm quite I can see like I'm quite clumsy because I don't know how to because we have a lot of works when it comes to the thesis. It doesn't matter it's a master's or it's a UG or PhD, but when it comes to the work like research work, we have to review a lot of papers, and there's a tendency for us to forget to include all the references in our thesis. Okay, so I think this is what the examiners quite get irritated, quite irritating or annoying for the examiners, especially for those professors. Okay, the professor we call the top professors. Okay, when they become as your examiners, I'm very sure that they are going to highlight this is as a first reservation or the first mistakes that in your thesis. Then only they will move to the another content of your thesis. Okay, they will question about your background of study, they will question about the literature review, they will question about your methodology, and they will question if you have like your analysis, they will question about your analysis. Okay, the applicability of your data analysis. Okay, and so on. Okay, so the top 4 mistakes which will make in I think I'm not assuming as a we, but I generally from what I heard, and I have been as a reviewer for the past 1 year, I've been one of the reviewers for the Indonesian journal. So what we try to highlight every time when we review the paper, when we read the thesis, the top mistakes are missing references. Okay, it means it either you have put the name, let's say you have put name of let's say Sakshi. Okay, Sakshi, I take your name. Okay, we have put Sakshi 2022 in literature review. However, we didn't mention about her paper, the full bibliography of her into the references section. Okay, it's considered as a plagiarism as well. Okay, and sometimes we put the bibliography of that Sakshi, but we never mention that Sakshi's name anywhere in our thesis. It's considered as a plagiarism as well. Okay, and it's quite annoying for the examiners when they look, when they read through your thesis and they see like a lot of missing references, but you have to mention. Okay, the one of the reasons why we are citing the references is to show that we are validating their work and to support our work. Okay, it means we are not taking someone's idea. Okay, we're not taking someone's idea just like purposely for our research and without giving any citation. Okay, let's say, okay, I have been there, I'm doing like my research. Okay, I have found something, about the, like found some significant result or insignificant result in the field. Okay, and you want to acknowledge me, okay, this particular person have found something. However, you found this, like, sorry, I make it simpler. You found something like, let's say, like, eating too much will lead to the obesity. Okay, this is what I found. Okay, so when you're writing down your thesis, okay, you have take this point. If you're not acknowledging me, it means plagiarism. Okay, so that's why, like, when examiners, especially when these top examiners, okay, if you get the top examiners, they will quite meticulous when it comes to the reference, because they want to see how professional you are, to in validating others work, in, like, acknowledging others work. Okay, so that will make you, like, in a safe zone. Okay, I remember, like, during my master's degree, I don't know anything about the software. I think I spent almost like 3 days, okay, to find out, okay, what are the references that I have been cited into my thesis, and make to sure it's tally with the bibliographies. Okay, I think I remember it for 3 days for my master's thesis. Okay, and thank God for my PhD, I got to know about Mendeley. So it is my work. My work is much more compared to what I did in my master's. Okay, and it's easier for me while doing my research work as well. Okay, so when you don't have this, we call, like, when you don't have this, you are missing references. Okay, it will lead for, like, you're missing references, it will lead to the plagiarism. Okay, it could be plagiarism. Okay, you may not have that intentions. Okay, if you read a lot of articles is talking about the plagiarism, it's been like an unintentional plagiarism. Okay, and it's always happened to the when I was at UK. This is, like, the plagiarism is unintentional among these non-native speakers, because we just take that, we take the point, and we repressed, but we fail to acknowledge them. Okay, who are the researchers who found that result. Okay, so it, again, like, as I told you, like, during my first year, it's quite embarrassing, because, like, it's quoted by the examiner for the first time. I was, like, so enthusiastic. I'm like, I want to go for my for my review, my first review. Okay, but it's really tough journey. Okay, it's tough journey. Okay, I just understand, like, PhD is not something like that can make it as fun. Or maybe for them it's fun, but for me it's quite hard. Okay, because of this, all of this, then I started to understand that it's like references is not something to make it as a fun. It's really important, because examiners, like, they just, like, I don't know how they check. Okay, I don't know how they can check. We have like 100-200 pages, but I don't know how they able to check that. Okay, I'm even I'm reading my paper, I have, like, check one by one, and sometimes I missed, like, I missed that they missed some references in the article. Okay, I have to be, like, I have to be reminded by my second reviewer. Then only I realized, oh yeah, it's missing on this paper, but I don't know how that means. That's why they are, like, a experienced professional. Okay, so just, like, I just want to, like, share tips. It's not advice, it's like a tips. Okay, when you're doing your thesis, okay, I don't know about the content. Okay, because we are from the different fields. Okay, but when you are going to submit your work, make sure that your references are on top notch. Okay, it means, like, you are, it's like, it's normal to, like, overlook few references. But when you submit your your work to the lecturer, to your to your supervisor, to examiners, okay, make sure that the references are there. Okay, so it will, like, we might have a lot of comments on our content. So when you have, like, a top, you, like, have everything, like, complete references, it may help you, like, to get few comments on other contents, maybe. Okay, maybe, we don't know, right? Maybe. Okay, perhaps it can help you. Okay, so what are the top mistakes, like, in the mistakes in the references, like, the missing references. Okay, there's a no proper citation, which I said, like, you're not acknowledging the researchers, or the the researcher or the writer of the research. Okay, properly, it could be land you enough, like, reason. Okay, and when, like, when, like, when we don't have a proper system to come up with a reference, it's going to give like, lack of coherence. Okay, last I remember, like, when again, like, I'm citing because I have a lot of experience in my I have like a lot of experience from my research. Okay, the examiners just asked me, like, can we see, like, what are the top 5 years studies that you have cited into your studies. Thank God, okay, I have the list. So I just, like, even though we have like 20 years, or because like it's demand of the research, you have to go for the 20 years papers. Okay, you have to cite them. It's not wrong, but normally, like, like not normally, like generally, all the examiners, they will like they will ask you what are the latest articles that you have been cited into your thesis. Okay, and with that proper system, okay, with the proper system, you may come up with a, like, you can find what, like a 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, and it goes on. Okay, so when you have the good system, later on I will show you in a Mendeley. Okay, it will give you a clear idea how to see whether you have the top 5 years, okay, top 5 years articles. Okay, so when you're missing these references, it means you are missing the coherence in your references as well. Okay, it means, like, you just keep citing, like, you keep citing the same paper again and again and again, which shows that you you have not did any it's quite like, we call in-depth reading. Okay, let's say if I'm just like based on the 5 articles I'm doing my research, okay, and just keep repeating the same authors. Okay, let's say Saksi 2022, Saksi 2022, Saksi 20, according to the Saksi 2022. Okay, based on the Saksi 2022. Okay, so it will shows the, from the readers, especially for the examiners are readers, right? It shows that we haven't do any in-depth, okay, in-depth research. Okay, you just based on that. Okay, it could be some different result, from the other researchers, but because we just rely on these 5 articles, which is like from year 2022, but we haven't like have like a 2029, unless we have no chance, because there's no studies we studied on 2020, 2010, 2019. I think which is impossible, because I think researchers keep on, keep on developing. Okay, keep on developing the research time by time. Okay, so it will make you like, there's no coherence in your references, there's no coherence in your thesis. Okay, it shows that you are lacking of understanding of your research. Okay, that's like some like a layer by layers. Okay, from the no coherence in referencing, it will go layer by layer. Okay, it will shows that you have no understanding, you have like a no in-depth reading about your research. Okay, so it shows like, your research is just like a on the surface. Okay, you're not go for the in-depth, you didn't go for in-depth research. Okay, and then that, like, the final, I think, like there's a lot of like mistakes will happen when you're doing research, but I think when it comes to the reference, this is like, missing references details. Okay, like, missing years, missing the name. Okay, sometimes the name has been spelled in a wrong way. Okay, maybe like, my dad's name is Sahadevan, but they just put as Sahadev. Okay, there's no an at the end of the, at the end of the name, missing of years, missing the book names. Okay, in the bibliographies, all these other top mistakes which will be identified by the examiners. Okay, so okay, what is, like, before we go for the Mendeley? Okay, what is this Mendeley? Okay, Mendeley, like, as I explained earlier, okay, we have a lot of softwares nowadays. Okay, is it called softwares? Yes, softwares. I'm quite confused with the software and app. Okay, we have a lot of we call, okay, AI. Okay, artificial intelligence. Okay, we have like I remember I have used this one, we call rax.io. I know Rex something. It's made from India. I don't remember the founder's name. It's a it is like specifically for the literature review. Okay, you can try for that as well. Okay, it's help you to, to structure down your literature review in the system and take it and put into your in your words. Okay, something like that. And same here in Mendeley. Okay, in Mendeley, what is the specific like we call like a special about Mendeley? It can help you to come with a reference and it can help you to write down a proper literature review. Okay, I assure you that if you can understand, like, deeply what is about Mendeley, how to take the information from the Mendeley and put into the words you rephrase, and I'm very sure that you can make it as a one of the best, you can use it as a one of the best software for your research. Okay, so I can show that you will never, like, miss any references. You will not miss any like we call any contents, like important contents, for your research. Okay, so Mendeley, like, it's like they have like a two versions. Okay, if you go for the, if you browse in the you browse in the Google, or you Google, it will show like a Mendeley desktop and Mendeley reference management. Okay, there's nothing much difference with this Mendeley desktop and Mendeley reference management. Okay, Mendeley desktop is the earlier or the previous version of the Mendeley, which they have changed to the Mendeley reference management. Okay, it just like a slightly change the features in the Mendeley, but there's nothing much which like will make you confused when you're using desktop, or if you're using the Mendeley reference management. Okay, so this is like a layout of the Mendeley. Okay, I think it's not clear here, but later on, later on I will show the Mendeley features. Okay, from my laptop, my laptop. Okay, so Mendeley is something, is not new. It has been like, around, like, we have a lot of users for the Mendeley. Okay, the thing is, like, we are lack of not lack of, we are kind of like, lack lack of awareness about this Mendeley. Okay, because like I remember when they talk about Mendeley to me, I'm kind of like, Mendeley, what is that Mendeley? I have heard about a Mendeley, but how is going to be like, how we can make it as a part of our research, I don't, I have no idea about the Mendeley. But it's been like, so it's like been like, it's been used by many researchers, many lecturers. Okay, before, like, by 2022, I think, like, it's a 4 million. But latest status, I think, is more close to the 5 million. Okay, it start being like expanding, it's kind of expanding to all, to all researchers for all over the world. Okay, so Mendeley is free. Okay, you don't have to pay fees. Okay, there's no any extra fees for the Mendeley. It just like require you to download straight to your laptop or to your desktop. It means the computer desktop, and then you can use it. But we have like 2 TB, if not mistaken, 2 TB space for the terabyte for the for the space. I mean the you can you can download, okay, articles. You can keep articles up to the 2 TB. Okay, so it's totally free. Okay, compared to the Dropbox. Okay, I think if you want to buy extra space for that, you have to pay like somewhere around I'm not sure, but every month that we have to pay like a monthly fees for the Dropbox. I'm not sure. Sorry if I'm giving a wrong information, but I think Dropbox is something like that. We have to pay that. And same goes to the Atlasty, if not mistaken. Okay, Atlasty, like, we have to pay such amount for the to get that to get that software. And I think mostly like, mostly software, it like we have to pay to get the software downloaded into our system. But Mendeley is totally free till now. It's still free. Okay, and it's accessible for everyone. Okay, if you want to download, you can download. You can use it in mobile. You can use it in your iPad. You can use it in your we call in your tab. Okay, it's like a mobile friendly. It is like it's mobile friendly, and you can use it in your laptop as well. Okay, okay. So I have the this is what I explained before. Okay, I think when we want to talk about this overview, I think we'll go for the, I'm not explaining based on the slide. I will go straightly to the, for the, to the Mendeley, which I have installed in my laptop. Okay. I hope everyone can see it clearly. Okay. Let me adjust a little bit. Okay. This is all my articles which I'm using for my research. Okay. I've been like using this research. Okay, I have like a different account, like different account for my research for the PhD. Okay, I've opened like an in email, like another separate email for my research, okay, which is only for my research. Okay, I have like another one, another email for my research, PhD research. Okay, all the articles related to my PhD thesis, it will be stored at that email. Okay, so when I log in using the email, so straight away it will goes to my PhD articles. Okay, so this is the reference management, which I say the latest version. Okay, I'm so sorry because I don't have the latest. I'm the previous version of, because it's kind of like it makes my laptop quite it's quite heavy for my laptop when I'm having too much of software in my laptop. So, but what to try today, what I'm trying to show to you is about the latest Mendeley reference management. Okay, so same, like you just go for the browse, you go to browser. Okay, you just go to the browser and then you just say Mendeley reference management. They will show like either for the Windows or for the iOS. Okay, for those who are using Mac. Okay, so you just download it and install it. Okay, for those like using your email. Okay, you're using your email for your research. I will advise mostly in my workshop to create separate email for your research. Okay, as what I did for my PhD. Okay, for my PhD, I have a separate email and I have a separate account of Mendeley. Okay, and for my research, for the current researchers, okay, I just have like I have my separate email, which is helpful for me when I sign in into the email. I can see articles which is suggested by Mendeley, okay, related to the research which I'm doing right now. Okay, don't need like no need to open too many of emails. Okay, just to make sure you not get messy with the emails or the sometimes, because Mendeley will like suggest you like a few top research articles which is relevant to your studies. Okay, sometimes when you are sharing your email with other emails as well, like from other from what we call like other events or other matters as well, it may be overlapped and you may overlook that articles. Okay, to avoid that messy, that's why I create like different articles, like yeah. Hello. Okay. Okay, so where am I, sorry. Okay, before like I start my I start my PhD, I've created this one separate email for PhD. Okay, all these articles which is related to my PhD in that Mendeley, it will goes to that email straight away. You will go to the email, so when I log in into that email, I may get some idea what is going on with the latest articles which is like suggested by the Mendeley. Okay, so now I'm using this reference management for the research which I'm doing right now. Okay, it's about like home country effects and outward foreign direct investment in Malaysia. Okay, so I have to take a lot of a lot of articles about that. Okay, it's my PhD topic, but I look much more specific into this research. So I have like a lot of updated research on that to support my research. Okay, so before we go further, we go further with this literature review and so on. Okay, I will like show this important features which you have to know from the Mendeley. Okay, when you if you can see the top of this top of this software, you can see this Mendeley reference manager. Okay, we have file, we have edit and tools. Okay, so those who want like those like once you have like you have created email, you have like you have your own account for your Mendeley. Okay, so you have to install that Mendeley site for the Microsoft Word. Okay, initially when we are using the Mendeley desktop, it will like it will be one pop-up. Okay, later on I'll show in the words. Okay, to show the how we use the Mendeley site. Okay, and the Mendeley web importer. Okay, this web importer, it's kind of like let's say you're like reading this one article which is published in one of the top magazines and is related to your research, it is your study. You can save as HTML, but it's quite we call like it's quite difficult for us to extract the data from that articles. Okay, so when you have the Mendeley web importer, okay, you can import directly. Okay, it will like pop up. There's will be pop up next to that article. It will pop. It will like extract the articles and put into the Mendeley. Okay, which here it is. Who are the writers? Okay, and so on. Okay, that's what we call as a web importer. But normally I won't use that because I will just use the articles. Okay, when I have something like that kind of articles in magazines, then only I will like log in into the web importer. Then I will I will extract the data. Okay, and Mendeley site is like a really important when you're going to use for your words. Okay, when you're going to use the Mendeley. I think Mendeley site is one of the important for your important for your Microsoft Word. It's easier for you. It like it will be on your right, okay, at the corner of your right, and it's easier for you to check, okay, what are the studies that you have cited and you have not cited. Okay, that's the importance of the Mendeley site. Okay, and if you can see this third option, search for articles online. Okay, when you download it, okay, when you download that Mendeley desktop, okay, you download the Mendeley desktop, there must be like one feature over here we call literature review. It means like when you type a topic them, okay, let's say you want to find strategy essay seeking. Okay, strategy essay seeking. Okay, when you type that keywords, it will like list down all the articles which have that keyword strategy essay seeking. But in reference manager, the Mendeley reference manager with the newest version, we don't have that literature review here anymore, but we can use this search for articles online. Okay, so it will appear this way. Okay, so here you can like type like strategic asset seeking. Okay, and here go, it will list down all these articles which have this keyword. Okay, and if you can see at my on your left or right, okay, somewhere, okay, if you can see over here, there's a year, there's a document type, there's a journal which you maybe you want to specifically, okay, you want to see like you want to see like from a very top journals. Okay, you don't want like from conference proceeding, but you just want to see from the, you want articles from the top journals, like a Journal of International Business Studies. They have 6 studies. Okay, they have done 6 papers. Academy of Management Proceedings, they have like 6 articles. Okay, or maybe the top we call it top authors. Okay, so you can like you can click over here. Okay, so let's say I want to see, they say like 2021 there are 38 articles which discuss about strategy essay seeking. Okay, so I want to see only 2021 and see what are the topics that will be discussed on this on the means like this is my this is my supervisor, Dylan Sutherland. Okay, this is their paper. This is my senior, Sinvesha. Okay, so we can see like here, okay, we can see what are the articles. And if we say, let's say, okay, when I'm looking down, when I'm like skimming down all this topic, and I can see this articles is kind of related to my study. Therefore, can you see here, add to the library. So when you add to library, it will be added nearly to the, straightly to the Mendeley. Okay, sorry. Okay, so when I add to library, okay, you will see view in library. It means, okay, it means, can you see? You can see recently added, okay, and it shows that now, just now, I added this. Okay, see, 414 here, 414 in Malaysia. So I have added these 3, okay, these 3 articles. Okay, so it will straightway go to your, it will straight go to your Mendeley. So you don't need to worry about the whether you miss the articles or you miss the you miss the what we call miss the citation, something like that. Okay, so but if you think like, okay, I just want to know what are the other studies who have cited this paper into their studies, then you can see the related over here. Okay, this is other studies who have cited, okay, who have cited this article into these articles. Okay, that's what we call snowballing. Okay, in literature review, there's one technique which we call as snowballing, which means from one top articles, okay, from one top articles, we will keep going backward. Okay, snowball. Okay, we'll go and say who have cited these studies. Okay, we can see what they have found in that study. Okay, that's going to be as a part of our literature review. We call as a snowballing techniques. Okay, this is what we can do this snowball techniques in Mendeley. Okay, you may have you may sort it out, like, you may sort it the articles. I want to see the most recent one. Okay, the most recent one. Okay, 2021, this is the recent articles. Maybe it's quite we call it like a hot cake, okay, among the researchers, okay, which they keep citing about these articles. Okay, or you want to see the most cited one. Okay, you want to see top cited. If it's top cited, it means the article is really relevant to your studies. Okay, let's see if I want to do the strategic essay seeking. When I'm looking at the most cited, okay, I can see this is a 4 citation. Okay, and this is like 1 citations. Okay, this is the amount of them, like, 0 citations. But you can, like, when you want to see, like, okay, they have like a 4 citations, you can see the related over here, and there you go. They have like cited by Elia Santigelo, 36 citations. Okay, you can see a lot of citations over here, and based on that, you can make your, you can get some rough idea. Okay, this is relevant to my studies. Okay, this is like, I can make it a part of my literature review, or maybe it is like, can be part of my part of my research. Okay, so this is like a one feature which I, in the reference management. Okay, so now we go to the next features. Okay, next features is about lesson notebook. Okay, later on I will like explain to you how to use this notebook in words. Okay, so before we go there, okay, this is the, this button add new. It means like, you download the articles. Okay, some of us, we have this kind of what we call, like, we download like a 60s, 70s, 80s articles. Okay, we sit at library, we just keep downloading, but end of the day, we don't know whether we are going to use it as a part of research. Okay, but when it comes to the Mendeley, okay, when using that, the feature which I used to, I tell you, okay, which I showed you just now. Okay, you can get some rough idea how to to get which articles is related to your studies, and then you can download, or you add straightly to your, straight away to your Mendeley, or you can go for the, as usual, okay, Google Scholar. Okay, it's one top, I think, like, it's like a best friend for the researchers. Okay, Google Scholar. Okay, so you can go and find the articles over there. Okay, you download it, keep in folder, and then you can add through here. Okay, so there's like a file from computer, or add entry manually, means you enter the manually the details of the articles. Okay, but normally I will use this file from computer. Okay, so that, or import library, means like, you can see like in Emerald, like articles like in Emerald, they have this big text and not raised. So for Mendeley, we use this big text. Okay, we use big text and RIS, if not mistaken. Okay, both. EndNote is for those who are using EndNote. Okay, so when you take we maybe they have kind of encryption something. So when you download that, you import here, automatically the details of the articles will be here. Okay, so the articles you have to find from that. Okay, sometimes, okay, we have like a no accessible to the certain articles because of the subscription of the university, or maybe we don't we don't have any subscription towards that article. So these will helpful for those, okay, who are struggling to get the articles. Okay, so when you get this information, so you can use for the citation. Okay, sometimes, like, we just get the information from the abstract. Okay, if we don't have the full paper. Okay, based on the articles, so if you want to cite that information, so this is like, we import the details of the articles through bib text or rigs. Okay, so this is for the for it's like you want to add the documents into the Mendeley. Okay, here is we can see all references, recently added, recently read, favorites, my publication, trash. Okay, and you can see here collections. Okay, here we can see the groups. Okay, so the collection over here, okay, in previous Mendeley version we call as the text. Okay, tags, tags, tags. Okay, so when you click here, okay, you can see here the details of the overall about the articles. Okay, so if you want to see, if you want to get much, you want to make sure that sometimes they change the ID number, the drawing number, so you just click here. So it's like automatically like a refresh. Okay, it will refresh. Okay, the information. Okay, it's still same here. Okay, so this is like it's like a very brief information about the article of Asan, Fuad, and Sinha. Okay, so these are the information. Okay, before we go to the straight away to the articles. Okay, so if you want to check whether there's a like there's articles for this. Okay, if you want to check whether there's an article for this, you can see over here. Okay, so you can see over here. It means we straightly download the information about the article into the Mendeley, but we have no, over here we don't have any hard copy of the this article. Okay, so you have to go and find. Okay, so here if you can see here, okay, this all files are downloaded. It means all this article which is related to this Lee and Ding, it's the file is over here. Okay, here if you can see this icon, okay, the files are available for download. Okay, you just click over there, so it will like download into your Mendeley if you have the soft copy here. Okay, so this is the articles. Okay, so it will be like you can view the articles over here. Okay, so you can read the same time, you can use it. Okay, you can highlight. Okay, okay, you can highlight important things. Okay, you may like you can create sticky note. Okay, this is like a important for introduction, something like that. Okay, something like that. Okay, something like that. So you can make notes while you're reading your articles in Mendeley. Okay, so this is like the features, like I hope all of you can understand. So once you have downloaded, it will show the right, what we call this the right tick. Okay, the tick over here, it shows that downloaded is already downloaded the articles into the system. So when you're going to, you're going back for your holiday, or are you going back like, while you're traveling on your train, or you're like traveling on your flight, okay, you can read all this article because it's already downloaded without internet, because it's already downloaded into your system. Okay, that's why it's one of the what we call like a specialty of Mendeley. Okay, you can read, okay, when like it's allowed into it. That's why it's really important for you to make sure, even though the software is to ease your work, but we still have to give our effort, okay, to find the articles if possible, and put everything into the system and make sure it's downloaded into the system. So it's easier for you when you log in into your Mendeley wherever you are, so you can start do your work. Okay, so these are the features like which we need to know about. We need to know about here. Okay, so I hope you remember that I told you like we can sort out by years. Okay, which articles which in which year that we have articles. Okay, so here if you can see here the year, okay, we'll see the all references. Okay, we'll go for the year, we sort it out here. Okay, we'll sort from the 2022. So if you see over here, we have like from the year 2022, Okay, we have like a roughly like a 4 articles which is related to the studies. Then goes 2021, okay, 2020, 2021, 2020, we don't have 2019. Okay, then we have the 2019, okay, 2018, okay, we have like a 2017, okay, 2016, and it goes on, okay, it goes on. Based on this, chronologically, you have some ideas that your studies have been done from this year and to this year, okay. So now the thing is, which you have to do now, you have to sort it out under the topic which you're going to do. Okay, that's what I'm going to show right now, the collection. Okay, remember here, okay, the collection over here, it's like, it's like you are separating the articles based on the what we call the subtopic or topic of your literature review of your research. Okay, in my research, okay, in my the articles which I'm writing down right now, I want to see studies have been discussed about the ethnic ties, how it's facilitate strategy asset seeking among the Malaysian firms. Okay, that's the issue which I want to look into. Okay, so what I did, I just found, like, I tried to find the ethnic, okay, the ethnic ties, okay, something like, about the ethnic. Okay, these are the articles which, like, have the keywords about ethnic. And then I click over here and I go to the text here. Okay, the tag over here. Okay, I tag here it as ethnic ties. Okay, so when I put tag over here, it will comes under this ethnic ties. Okay, so let's say I want to like make this one, I want to see this one topic about the strategic asset seeking. Okay, strategic asset seeking. Okay, let's say, okay, strategic. Okay, I just put as a strategic. Okay, so what I did, okay, I want to see the asset seeking. Okay, let's just taking of asset seeking. Strategic. Oh yeah. You have to go to the all references. Okay, and then type strategic. Okay, all these articles discuss about the strategic. Okay, so here I create as a strategic. It's not appearing here. Okay, strategic. Okay, so it will be under okay. Okay, so I will like go to the tag. Okay, I put as a strategic. Okay, then it will like appear when I'm looking at the, when I'm looking at this, sorry, it's like, appearing here, but there's something. Okay. Okay, so when it comes to the strategic, okay, if you put into the tag, okay, strategic, it will be the strategy. Later on, I will show in the Mendeley side. You can see, like, there will be column called strategic. Okay, so it means all the article related to the strategy as a seeking, it will be grouped into that collection, and then you can use it as a part of the reference, and you can take the point from there itself. Okay. Okay, so these are like, there's like a groups, like me, you want to create groups with your among your members. Okay, you want to, like, let's say, like I have my teams. So if I want to share with them, like, we have the WhatsApp, we have like the Skype and so on. But when we want to like we want to share the research, hey, I have found something, the latest research. So you can create group over here, and then you can, you can ask them to be part of that group. Okay, but I don't add anyone into my Mendeley, so I just leave it like that. Okay, so these are like, this my publication is means like, if you have any publications like, if you have like a publications, okay, I didn't have like, I didn't put into the Mendeley yet. Okay, it's just available at Google Scholar. Okay, so all these like the same things, like it is the same features which like, we have in our, sometimes we use the Google Scholar, they have the same features over here. It's nothing like it's very sophisticated, okay, features which we take like a million years for us to understand that. Okay, it's easier. It's just like, get your hands dirty. Okay, you just like a play around. Okay, play around over here, then you will get, much more understanding. Okay, but it's very simple layout and simple, with what we call like a simple, layout over here, which is easier for us to understand. Okay, so basically this is the things like, in Mendeley. Okay, now we'll move to the yeah, I never show this notebook. Okay, notebook is kind of like, if you can see over here, I have a lot of things like, it means like, I create this one, we call bubble. Okay, we call bubble. Okay, this bubble. Okay, role of government, let's say. Okay, role of government. All these points are from the different articles which I found in this Mendeley. Okay, so I just create like, I just like, I just like, okay, I just like take all the important points. How to use that notebook? Here I will show you the notebook. Okay, let's see, we see this. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now I want to take important points from this article. Okay, this article. Okay, patent and trademark seeking outward. Okay, so I'm going to, let's say I'm reading, reading through these articles, and then I found that this allow business group affiliated to have more channels and potentially stronger. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is like a mentioned by the Zinwei. So I highlight and okay, left, right, okay, left. Okay, once you highlight, just click the left, you can see add to notebook. Okay, so if you want to make it a new page over here, type your tab, let's say it's a business group. Okay, business group. Okay, this is my topic. Okay, so I want to add this into the notebook, so I left click it, add to the notebook, and there you go, it comes over here. So I write down here Zinwei 2021 is for my information. Okay, this one article I have taken, this one important point which I think all over these articles I have found this is one of the top point which I want to input into my my thesis or into my research. Okay, so okay, and then I go to the second article which talk about this okay, okay, I'm going to the Asan and Sinha. Okay, just click them. Okay, and you can see if you don't want to put into the business group, back to the all pages. Okay, this is about the internalization motive. Okay, I'm just thinking like, yeah, okay, I should put this into the institutional, pardon for the spelling. Okay, it's because like I was in the hurry that time. Okay, so I want to put the effects of the home country. Okay, okay, here institution support derived from the name. Okay, I want to take this point from Buckley. Okay, and I highlight and left click, add to the notebook, and it will go here. Okay, so it will goes under here. If you see, it's here. Okay, so let's say okay, Okay, let's say you forgot which article that you have taken the points. Okay, you forgot. Okay, you forgot about that. You know, you forgot about the which article that have been taken that. Okay, you have to click the notebook, go to the institutional effect, just click over here. Straight away, it will lead you to the article which you highlighted and you add to the notebook. Okay, then it will be easier for you to check, okay, these articles, okay, we see which articles that we have taken the points. Okay, please. Yeah, it's from Pengrong Lee, okay, from the Multinational Business Review, okay, this article. Okay, this is the article. So, okay, maybe I want to read again and see whether I have any other points which I overlooked on the other day. So again, okay, maybe I say, oh, okay, then I found this point is kind of relevant, okay, which is from the previous studies, okay, and this is my key point where I will use these studies. I will go and check. I will go and find these articles and put into my studies as well, because they have discussed the same point which has been discussed by this Pengrong Lee. Okay, we call Lee. Okay, Lee. Okay, so this is what we call snowballing. Okay, it's keep going like that. Okay, so same like here. Okay, when I'm click this, it will go to the articles which I have taken this. Okay, it seems like, you know, I take all these points from the same articles. So these articles, like, it will show from which part or which paragraph that have been taken the points. Okay, so you can, like, you know, if like you go to the words now. Okay, so open your words. Okay, open your words. Sorry. Okay, open your words. Okay, you can. Okay, you can. There's like some issues that where you can copy and paste. Copy and paste the points from the what we call from Mendeley. Therefore, you have to, like, you know, do the same. You don't need to type it, but I think you just have to, like, drag it over here. Yeah. So it will appear over here. Okay, this is the point which you have to replace. Okay, replaced. Okay, you have to replace. Okay, you just highlight over here. So this is the point which is important for your research. Okay, let's say role of government. Okay, 2.1 role of government. Okay, so you have found, like, you know, this is the from Lee 20. Okay, for this is like for my own information. Let's look at it. Okay, Lee 2021. Okay, so here I just like replace. Okay, I replace. Okay, I replace kind of like, you know, the government. Okay, private firms are getting much support from the government, especially on their channeling purposes. Something. Okay. For example, getting financial soft financial support. Soft financial supports and etc. Okay, and now this is your own I type it here. Okay, private firms. Okay, let's say private firms. Okay, it's like extra. Okay, I have like make it. Okay, make it extra. Blah 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 blah. Okay, you have to replace this topic. Okay, you have to replace this this sentence. Okay, and now you're going to cite. Okay, so you just find here Lee. Okay, you just type here over here government. Remember, I put as a group. Okay, so I just like find, okay, there's no over here, so I just go over here Lee. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I just insert Okay, and then down over here, insert bibliography. Continue. There it is. It comes over here. Okay, it's because of the previous one. Okay, so you have to delete one. Yeah. So now you have a proper rephrase sentence and you have a proper citations according to the APA system. Okay. And you have a proper bibliography which follows the APA system. Okay. Let's say if you want to you want to change the citation style, because some articles they request MLA. Okay. Some of them they request APA. I think generally in Europe, okay, they use APA, but when it comes to the US, United States, articles which is published in America, they kind of they request for MLA, if not mistaken. They have the Chicago styling of that. Okay, you can change over here. Okay, you can change over here which citation style that you want. Okay, so when you change over here, then it will change into that style and it will be. So now I'm using APA, American Psychological Association. Okay, so this is the Mendeley site. Okay, so it will be top of the corner over here. Okay, let's say if I want to use this insert or edit citation, okay, it will ask me to log in into the Mendeley desktop. It means the pop-up, it will be somewhere around here. So yeah, see, it will last because I don't have that Mendeley desktop. Therefore, it's therefore it's very hard for me. I can't use the insert. But for me, because I have used that 2 version, I think this is the easier one. So that you can you can see what articles over here. Okay, or maybe I don't want to see the all. So maybe I want to see this home country articles which I group into the home country. So when I'm writing down when I'm writing down, okay, when I'm writing down articles about the home country effects, okay, I'm just taking all the points which I saved in a notebook. I keep it over here, I repress, and I just cited all of them into this, okay, into the articles. Okay, so please don't take all of this point exactly like this. You have to do rephrase. Okay, that's this part we call it unethical when we're taking all this without repressing it. Okay, so we just this is like my own words. Okay, I cited and I have a complete bibliography, and the process just goes on. Okay, so that's I think that's what I want to share with you about this is end of the after your work for the 1 month or 2 months, you can see a complete literature review which will make you which you can get up to date. Okay, up to date articles, and when examiners, when readers, they are reading your work, they can see that you have done in-depth work. Okay, but with less hassles, right, when you're using the Mendeley. Okay, so I think that's what I think we are at end of the session. So I have mentioned most of the important things which I want to share with you. Okay, I think that's only. Sakshi, are we opening for questions?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, so we are going to end over here.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Sakshi. I think it's being live on YouTube, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Sakshi. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, and thank you for your team as well. Okay, I hope I have shared some valuable knowledge with you, and hope it will be going to be useful for the viewers over there. Happy to research. Okay, keep learning. Okay, that's from me. Thank you, and have a nice day ahead. Thanks, Sakshi.
Thank you so much for this very informative and demonstrative session, ma'am. We will ask our participant to put your question in comment box. We will try to provide the answer by Dr. Mugneshwari Sadadevan, ma'am, below the comments.
Okay, so they are going to put in the comments, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I think no one has any question, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much, all the participants, for your active participation. Let me inform to all that this complete session will be available on our Research Circle YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it again or want to share it to somebody, please do visit the Research Circle YouTube channel. And last but not the least, thank you, Dr. Mubneshwari Sadadevan ma'am, for taking out the time for session. With your permission, I would like to end today's session here. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you. Nice to see you and nice to know you. Okay, thank you very much. Hope to do more collaboration with the team in future.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, bye.